This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks.
Pick any game you want.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm playing Kirby. I'm playing Kirby.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Now they go screen, it's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson dancing to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Kentavious Street there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 30.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. But he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Vikings 0.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Vikings 0. Jason Myers to kick off for
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What, you need to go potty? Hey, mommy's upstairs. It's okay.
Because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Yeah.
Cook following the penalty.
Okay.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
What, the door shut?
And holler, and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves.
Go potty and come back.
Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Jamal Adams there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Vikings.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
23 yards.
Oi, mommy. Oi, mommy. I'm mommy here. And doors like a fall. And doors like a fall. He got a fall. He fall in the ground. He fall in the ground. He fall in the ground. Better than help him and fall in the back. And then a TV and eat the little bugs cover the mouse. Eat the bugs, eat honey in it, and TV in it. Eat the little bugs cover the mouse and over the and then tell me back home. I catch it in the rain, and then I'm gonna get you. Okay, please. Okay, please. I see me in your house. What are you playing, Mom? What are you playing? What did you do? Huh? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
I'm sad. I'm not doing anything.
23 yards, the final tally.
No. Did it go to sleep? Yeah. You did that. No, I didn't do it. No. I didn't do that. You did it. No! You forgot to turn it on. I'm playing here. I need to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Yeah, that. That's good.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That means.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So he took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeout.
I see it.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm gonna put it. Okay, Lon.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is
Get in
3rd
there.
and
Get in
7.
there. Okay. We hope you can find Rover. Get a throw one inside the thing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Here's a flashlight.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown.
Nailed it.
The mistakes continue to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within the score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
Robot.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
Okay, let me help you to get the
Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following
No,
that pick six.
wrong.
And now the kick is away.
There's the wrench.
And a fair catch signaled for
No, you
and
don't
taken
have to
successfully.
Just click it.
Vikings take over
No,
first
I mean, get it.
For the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation
There
time,
you go,
especially in
right.
the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but
You're
let me
exempting?
finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle. Make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yards.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now.
I can't get in.
Jonathan Coach
I wanna play his baby.
Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And almost.
He's gonna be a baby.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the
I'm
27.
a baby, okay? I'm a baby.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards.
Getting bigger.
And down pass play,
What's
got
the
8
milk?
yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Run, get out. I'm down in the bottom, not on the bottom.
And he'll get into the end zone.
Get in the side.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings
Get in
are
the
able to
other
close
side,
the gap
too.
just a bit.
Yes. Bye, baby,
And
slide.
it's 17-7.
Those are bad babies.
Easy. Quiet.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Don't kill him, Lucas. I'm gonna turn it off.
I'm a
Taking
baby.
about 7 yards deep.
I'm a bad baby. I'm a bad baby, Mom.
At their own 25-yard
He
line.
can't stop baby hits. He's mean.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
I don't have a diaper.
Available.
I have a diaper. Like this.
Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
This Drake milk.
Throwing again. Wilson.
He do
Left
that
side
shit.
complete to Lockett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30
Like
to
it's crawling,
32.
baby.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You want to fight?
Stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly
Get on the couch.
before halftime.
Get under the couch.
As this one's set away. Agnew now to return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half. It might
do it again. Go like this. Go like this.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Cook.
Look at my body, Lloyd.
Stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Come on.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass.
What?
Second
What happened? Look at that.
Incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
The front and the back rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. They play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 4. Going from Jefferson downfield.
How do you get up there?
It's incomplete.
Hey, I can't. In my back.
Certainly no lack of
Get in
aggression.
my back.
They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points.
Hey.
They were hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figured they could in the field goal range with a completion.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
Go like this.
Control of the football, switching hands with very
Just
little
go like
time
this.
remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds
Quiet.
to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Well, indeed,
Go like
they're
this.
out as they start on the ground.
Look at that.
Defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained
Do it
as
again.
they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout. If they
Let's be
Line of
friends.
scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage. And they get the football first.
Look at that,
The
baby.
second half is underway.
Oh, it hit the base. Come here, Lloyd. Come here.
The Vikings now
I'll
to start
attack
their
you.
next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side of these last few games.
Stop. Stop attacking him, Lucas. I'm tired of it.
Haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
It's a game of 2 and it's 3rd
Let's be friends together.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Like this. That's fine.
He'll look to throw.
Punch me. Punch me. Punch me.
A bullet throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep
Look,
enough into the
I'm
game.
getting bigger.
Jitters are
I am.
but
Look.
they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
John. No.
So a good
Yeah.
play there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawks 1st and 10.
Stop screaming.
You're bad, dude. We're doing a good thing now. I'm a good baby boy. Hey! Yeah?
Stop hitting.
You bad baby. No.
Coming to the line.
Yeah.
Drive, the
There's a
Seahawks
lily
offense.
pond.
They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender.
There's a willy pump.
Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Come here. Look.
The defense
Willy pump.
going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
That turn around.
Back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Oh, look at this dark
So
dragon.
run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Look at this.
They go play action with Wilson.
Right.
Pressure coming from
Why is
the
it duck?
Vikings, and they get there and
Why
bring
is
it
it
down.
chicken?
Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Look at that bear.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big
They
following the
got her
sack.
feet.
It's 3rd and long here.
Good job. Fight that boy. Fight that boy.
From the shotgun.
He's dying.
Oh, incomplete.
Yeah.
Really the pick they needed.
I killed that girl, baby.
One there, but at least
I'm
it does
a
get him to
good
4th down.
What's bad guy,
How
Mo?
about some applause for the defense
Bad
there?
guy.
They forced them to throw that
No, I'm
one
a
into
bad
coverage
guy.
and just like
Slap ya.
that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Daddy, look at killing me.
On the return, here's
You
Agnew.
bad, baby. Poop. Poop.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. What a run. 79 yards on the return. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
1st and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-line.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Vikings 21, Seahawks 17. Dan Bailey to kick off for
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that one. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Vikings on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Minnesota.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw that's complete. And down he goes at the 49.
Yeah.
3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
His teeth?
No.
No,
How many did he
they're a
go?
case. Like 6?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Hey, get up!
And he will finally go out
Don't
of
see.
bounds just shy of the 40. He had his sights on the
Get up!
end zone, no doubt.
Logan, get down.
After a huge
I said get
return
down.
there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. K1 Short make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give him, here it is, running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right across the ball. You know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. There as it's intercepted.
What are you doing?
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
Logan, what are you doing?
To be gleaned.
Get off my charger.
Get off the charger.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20, 10, and we are tied. They return to the house. And now Charles, the extra point can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the
Stop spinning around.
Yeah, do I ever?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Stop
spinning.
In there to taken down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long.
Stop! I'm trying to kill it.
Second and a
Stop.
bundle.
I'm trying to kill it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Stop.
So this
I don't want to hear it.
defense
Stop.
doubling its
Both of you shut up.
pleasure there. Remember, they
Quiet.
had the fumble
Relax.
return
Play
for
your
a
game.
score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Stop. Calm down. It's okay. Say you're sorry.
Sorry.
He said sorry. Play.
Say sorry again.
He said it. He said it.
Dan Bailey will kick off for Minnesota.
He didn't say poopy. I heard him. He didn't say it. He said sorry.
As this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Where's the EFC man?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
It's the EFC Busy man.
Every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
Oh, he's on
They
top.
have the opportunity. They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Vikings, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some brains and a brain. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it. How I kick it. At a flag. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex I went and things ain't been the same. Just change. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? So I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I do. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a